At Cisco Foundation AI, we have built a family of security-specialized open-source models. They close a real gap in AI for security. Frontier models that are cloud-only, open-source models with no security expertise or too costly to run. Our models deliver all three at once: open-weight, security-specialized, and compact enough to run anywhere your data lives. Our models are published openly on Huggingface, a complete open-weight family of models, all purpose-built for cybersecurity. The Instruct model is tuned for structured security tasks, alert triage, summarization, and classification, the everyday work of a SOC. We also publish quantized versions in response to community demand. The reasoning model is the first open-weight security reasoning model, built to think through complex, multi-step investigations, with its own quantized builds that run even on a single GPU or a laptop. Together, these models have surpassed 500,000 downloads, among the most adopted open security models in the world. To build the models, we start with our security data pipeline with an AI-assisted engine that generates high-quality reasoning traces. That data feeds long context continual pre-training. In post-training, distillation compresses a larger model into a compact 8 billion parameter one, while reinforcement learning unlocks deep, multi-step cyber reasoning. Every model is then rigorously evaluated with Faith, our open-source benchmarking harness. The result: frontier-level security performance in a compact, cost-effective model. Getting started with our models is easy. Our GitHub open-source cookbook gives developers everything they need to deploy and build on the models, from quick starts to production examples. Deployment is flexible. The models run through Base 10, Amazon SageMaker, or Bedrock in your cloud, or fully air-gapped via Ollama or VLLM. Here's a real example: security log analysis, one of the most common and time-consuming jobs in any SOC. In this case, the task is to spot unusual behavior in an employee's account, a potential sign of a compromised user or insider threat. We feed in raw, complex log data, dense, noisy, multi-line events of the kind analysts wade through by the thousands every day, along with a simple prompt asking the model to investigate. Making sense of this manually can take an analyst several minutes per alert. The reasoning model surfaces the anomalous account activity hidden in the logs, maps it to the relevant MITRE attack techniques, and lays out clear, recommended actions within seconds. These models are embedded across Cisco's portfolio. Let's look at one in action: the Splunk AI Toolkit. Right inside Splunk, we create an LLM connection using a Splunk-hosted model. No external API, no infrastructure to manage. We select Foundation-Sec-8B Instruct, test the connection, and it's ready. The security model now runs natively, with data never leaving the Splunk environment.
And this isn't limited to the toolkit. The same model is embedded natively across Splunk, powering the AI assistant for security and the app for data science and deep learning. Here, on a set of access log, you simply call the AI command to invoke the model directly on the data, running security inference inline without ever moving it to another tool. One model family, working seamlessly across the products security teams already use. Beyond native integrations across Cisco's portfolio, our team has worked hand-in-hand with customers to put these models into production. Major enterprises like Deloitte Japan and SoftBank have deployed the Instruct model to accelerate their real security operations. Let's take a closer look at how Deloitte Japan put our model to work. With our model, Deloitte Japan built 3 AI workflows that span the entire SOC alert lifecycle: analysis, triage, and tuning. It starts with alert analysis. An EDR detection comes in, a certificate utility flagged for possible misuse. The model reads the raw event and extracts the key fields. With enriched asset and user context and past cases, the model then gives an analysis as ambiguous, a dual-use technique with strong benign signals, so it routes the alert onward for severity triage. The alert and the analysis flow into the triage workflow. The model collects the surrounding events, then confirms the decoded file was never executed and that the action came from an admin during a scheduled change window. At each step, the model follows precise instructions and returns structured JSON object. With that grounding, it concludes false positive and routes onward to generate a suppression rule. In the final workflow, the model analyzes the false positive pattern, iteratively extracts the key entities from the incident, and assembles a precise suppression rule. And our model does all of this with specialized security knowledge that lets it outperform open-source models more than 15 times its size, giving Deloitte Japan private, high-quality, and low-cost AI for security. We have received testimonials from both Deloitte Japan and SoftBank about our models, and the wider community agrees. From technical reports to LinkedIn, practitioners are putting our models to work and sharing the results. This is why Cisco Foundation AI is shaping the future of AI for security: open, trusted, and proven.